Okay, hello and welcome back to HoardFilms already. I'm Matt, and this is a Minecraft map called The Present Factory by QwertyuiopThePie. Is that it? I'll leave the link in the description. Oh, Employee's New Handbook. Okay, so this is in 1.9, which is why we have the book and the thing in both in our hands. I've never really done a map with this, but we'll see how it goes. Welcome, new employee of Present Factory. In your new position as a present organiser, you will be arranging conveyor belts to ensure that all presents arrive to the next station in the correct order. First, you should familiarise yourself with all your new workstation systems. On the left, you can adjust your speed of your conveyor belts. You can also toggle this book. On the right, there are a few controls. The first sign, Instructions, will update you regarding your current goal. The second sign, Hint, will give you a hint from a supervisor. If you use 3 hints, you get a complete solution to the current puzzle. The third sign switches between test mode and build mode, which will be covered on the next page. The fourth sign will teleport you to a demonstration area showing you the effects of different blocks. Use it whenever you need it. Build mode, this is where most of your time will be spent. In the build mode, you can arrange blocks on the floor to guide presents from your inbox to your outbox on the other side of the room. Test mode, in this mode you will test the effectiveness of your system you built. In build mode, presents will be sent automatically and your test will end if your system fails. You cannot place blocks in this mode. Sandbox mode, when the main puzzles are complete, you will be able to summon present stacks on request. Checking for correct outputs has to be done manually. A link will be provided to a place to create custom and receive custom puzzles. The map created by QwertyuiopThePie and the resource pack by Nate T. Bird there. Built by Whiskey Weasel with special thanks to Panda and la-di-da-di-da. Okay, right. Board set to puzzle 1. Best of luck. Puzzle 1, straightforward. Send all inputs to the output, unmodified. Where's the input? And where's the output? That's the output over there. We read that sign a minute ago. Toggle handbook. There we go. We don't really want the handbook. Clear the board. Conveyor speed higher or low? Higher. Instructions, get in, switch to test mode and teleport to area. Okay, so this I'm assuming, how do we adjust where the conveyor belt goes? Or does it just go one direction automatically? Because it has arrows on it. Surely that just means that surely we've got to start simple, right? So we're just going to do that, and then we're going to run and we're going to go to test mode. Yeah, look at that, the puzzles come straight out and go out into the output. Perfect. There is puzzle 1, everybody. I'm assuming that's puzzle 1. How long does this go on for? Hi. There we go. Victory, your build is a success. Your instructions have been upgraded. Find a path. Send all inputs to the output, unmodified, and avoid any obstacles. Oh, so it's a maze. Okay, so simple way to do this, I'm thinking, is to work backwards. I don't know how this works. Conveyor speed higher as always, and let's switch to test mode. No. Okay, what's this? This is... Oh, so we actually have things here. So we have to tell it to do a left turn or a right turn. So we want that to do a left turn. And then up here, what we're going to want it to do is do a left turn there and a right turn here. And now we can go back and try test mode again. So now the presents go along. They go round. All the way round. And they go into the output. Wicked. I can't. And that's level 2, everybody. Now on to puzzle 3. No more zeros. Send all inputs to the output except zeros. So here we have a 0 filter. What does it do? What does a 0 filter do you reckon? Let's put a 0 filter in and switch to test mode. Okay, so zeros get thrown... Oh yeah, we can see on that. Zeros get thrown to the left. What do we want to do with zeros? Does it say? Difficulty joke. Oh, so it's not hard. So we can just throw the zeros on the floor. Or, what we could do with the zeros is we'll send them into an infinite loop here. They've got to do a right turn, so they're going to go this way, which, if they're 0, we'll send them back into the input. Let's switch to test mode. So that goes in there, goes round the loop. Oh, it falls off. Oh, I forgot to put another turn in. That's fine. Let's hope we can throw them on the floor. I was going to try and get them into an infinite loop, but that's quite difficult with a right turn in it as well. Unless I sort of bring it... No, that ain't going to work. Anyway, Only zeros. Send only zeros to the output now. Okay, so what we're going to do with this, we're going to make this do a left turn and head forward. Delete this and then make it do a left turn again and delete that. Now when we switch to test mode, what's going to happen is everything's going to fall off except the zeros, which I'll mess up and forget I have to put a right turn in here, and then try again, and now the zeros should go round like so. So the zeros do that little loop, everything else just comes flying off the edge, which, you know, that's exactly what you want on this. You have two inputs, make sure both reach the output. Example 1 to 1. So that's the output. Oh, what do I have? So I now have a piston with a detector. I have two inputs apparently. You sure? Right, so let's run a line of these. And then I think we need to, I'm assuming what we need to do is put a detector here with a piston here. Is this how this is working? Switch to test mode. So now we shoot things out of there. Oh, what the fuck happened there? What if I have a detector here and a piston before? My plan being that maybe it's like once the minute is sort of on the detector. What? Nope, definitely not it. So what we're going to do is put a conveyor belt here and then a detector here, and then switch to test mode, and it pushes the conveyor belt over, and we're just going to have to do this again and again. Is this, I'm assuming this is what we meant. Oh no, wait, because when you then go back into sticky piston, it's like sticky piston, it'll pull it back in. Oh, so detector, piston, conveyor belt, detector, conveyor belt. So now I'm sure that won't push all of that anyway. How many blocks have we got to do here? Oh, bollocks. Huh? So what happens if we put two detectors next to each other? Does it only one activate? Yeah, only the one works. So my idea was kind of flawed there. My idea was to sort of, as it come over, just push the piston in, but that's a tough one. I still don't know. Right, let's go again for a hint. Pistons can push 12 blocks including other pistons. Yeah, I got that as well. My god, I still don't know how this works, because by the time the detector's done, right, let's get the hint. Be warned, the next hint will give you the solution. Don't use it if you still want to try and solve it yourself. No, I've given up with this. So we have to tell it to go round, and then detectors all the way. Oh, and then that'll line up with that on the... That is fucking ridiculous. I would never have got that. Like, let's just see how this works. That's pretty cool. I've got to admit, that is pretty cool, but I would never have got that in a million years. Never. Okay, simple sum. Add up all the inputs until the first 0 is received, then output the sum. All present stack on the same all present stacks on the same block will be automatically added. So for example, if you get 2, 1, 3, 0, the answer is 6. What do we have here? We have breaks and a merge block. Right, so if 0, then throw the 0 this way, do a left turn over the detector with a piston here, and then a right turn. No, and then a conveyor belt, then a right turn, and then a, here we'll have another left turn. No, because then anything coming, another right turn, sorry, but then anything coming this way is going to turn round on itself and come back. It's not 0, so it'll go out that way. If it's not 0, it's going to go forwards, and the idea is it will push this out of the way. I know, because what we can do is the 0, anything after the 0 can be thrown, and so can the 0. So we'll just leave that to run like that, and then put this here. So what we want to do is then do that, put the brakes on, and merge that way maybe. So I need to find out what the merge block actually does. Like, so this one's fine, and it'll stop. This one's fine, it'll stop. This one's fine, it stops. That one's 0 and it pushes them all along. And then when it pushes them all along, how do we then get things moving again when it's on a brake? And then conveyor belts. Maybe like that. Would that be a bit better? Oh no, that's not going to work. Oh my god. I don't know how this will work then. Do I? Maybe if, let's have a merge block here. Oh my god, this is getting quite confusing now. We've got a merge block here, so the zeros are then going to do a right turn. The right turn, we want a piston here. Not there. There. I may be majorly overcomplicating this. If I am, please do let me know in the comments how I could have done this better. Delete that, because I can't get this piston to go down properly. There we go. With the merge there. That's going to do that, that's going to do that. So now it's going to run over that instead. Like that. That should work. Switch to test mode. So now these are all getting stuck on the brakes. The first 0. Oh, look at that. So what happened there was the first 0 would roll over that, push. Wouldn't do anything. I didn't even need that one, did I? Because all that I wanted to do was push the merge in place of the brakes. So that's what that happened there. Okay, puzzle 7, guys. Resetting. Add up all the inputs until a 0 is received, then output the sum. Solution must automatically reset for a new series. Oh dear. So, oh, this should be interesting. So here, we're going to go for, I know how to do this. Conveyor belts, a right hand turn here, and a right hand turn there with a conveyor belt there. It's going to run over all of this. This could be a conveyor belt as well. This doesn't need to be a piston. And what we're going to have now is a piston here with a detector on it. So it will throw the 0 out